ever in a situation where someone was possessed, what would you do?
You can't be an amateur exorcist. Those who perform an exorcism in the Catholic Church has to be particularly trained. It has to be someone who's an ordained minister, like a bishop or a priest. Usually they are trained also as a psychologist. They personally have to prepare themselves for it as well. In other words, you don't walk into a war zone.
You don't go into a gunfight
if you're not prepared. In other words, there is an awful lot of investigation that would happen before it would even be done. There has to be a very good physical, mental, psychosocial examination of the person to find out what's going on.
Genuine cases of demonic possession are extremely rare. They do happen, but not very frequently. Most of the cases that I deal with are related to infestation, vexation, and obsession.
And then there is an official Catholic rite. It means a ritual, it means a procedure for doing it. When I was in Africa, I did come across situations where the people there believed that they had some evil spirit or something. And what we did was we would pray for the person, and it's always better to pray with others, not just by yourself. That's why in the church we have a strong belief in the power of the community. That's why we pray as a community. We're not just individual Christians all by ourselves.
A lot of my friends have worked overseas, Papua New Guinea and places like that, and they really did experience the evil spirits. They really had to do spiritual warfare against what was going on in these communities.
I mean, there was one case where I remember there was a woman and her neighbour was concerned about her because she heard screaming and sometimes throwing herself into the river, into the stream where they lived. She was convinced that she had an evil spirit or bewitched or something. Anyway, this particular woman came round to the house, and I remember it was with the other friars, and we prayed for her and so on. I mean, I did find out later that she used to drink a lot, which probably helped. So in other words, there's often extenuating issues going on. So I guess anything that diminishes your mental capacities is going to leave you more vulnerable to something bad happening to you.
Yeah.
For evil to be present in someone, they had to either invite that evil in directly or indirectly. So one has to open themselves up to the forces of evil for this to take place.
All sorts of things can manifest themselves as devils or demons, which have got absolutely nothing to do with devils or demons. If a person suffers from some sort of mental health issue, for the untrained eye, they might think that this person has some sort of evil spirit, okay? There are cases, rare cases, that just seems to actually show some very, very evil, nasty manifestations, where it's just inexplicable.